Bam, we're live. Wow, on time. Oh, both of us are on time. Holy cow.
Woo!
Perfect.
Good morning.
I've got a light bulb that doesn't light really anything up.
Well, it's just because it looks cute.
Yeah, it's awesome. Doesn't screw up your shot.
Yeah, a little tequila bottle.
Good morning.
Morning.
Third year to the CrossFit Games.
Third year's a charm. 3 times the charm as always.
I think it is. Hey, when Dave asked you, do you plan on making top 10, were you insulted?
Did he ask me that?
Yeah, he's like, I can't remember what he said. He's like, okay, you got 26 your first year, 13th your second year. You plan on making top 10? I was like, oh shit, I think Abigail wants better than top 10.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, something like that. So
you handled it good. You handled it good. I mean, your rise and your growth and how quickly you're like getting better is kind of crazy, and or not crazy, but your hard work is showing. And some people have put in 10 years and they're not where you are, 15 years in CrossFit.
Well, I would say like getting there, like my first qualification was good, like that trajectory was good. But then so far, I feel like my presentation at the games has been pretty so-so. And so that's why I want to like be able to show up the way I want to.
I love the way you talk about the games, that it's a place where you go to perform. Like you know that there's an audience and you have I mean, I know it's so unknown, but you want to put on a performance. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like that's a little bit what it's all about, right? Like putting on the spectacle, like I don't know, like the separation between the daily CrossFitters and then like I don't know, isn't that kind of what we're for, to do that in a way?
I think obviously you guys are there to take the test to see who's crowned the fittest human being on the planet. And I definitely think that you're bringing something to market that's supposed to entertain people, like, you know, and that's the sports part, right? That's like, that's the cool clothing track athletes wear. That's the cool clothing you guys wear. That's the dance the football players do in the end zone. You know what I mean? I think that's all. I don't know how you guys manage both, but for people who can manage both, who can realize it's a performance, and then you also have to be like so fucking present that it's none of it is contrived. It has to be just, I mean, we go there to look at you guys. I mean,
right.
You know what I mean? If the athletes don't show up and they're not the best in the world and they're not glistening, we're not watching.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I the more and more every time you said perform, or in that interview, and you said you had a dancing background, I was like, man, I love this, because we go there to watch you. Like, we're just like in awe.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I feel like when sometimes athletes, when they're like, oh, I didn't have my best weekend or whatever, but like move on, like I don't know, stuff like that. But then it was like, well, you can't be upset at other people wanting when they wanted more from you.
Right.
You know? Like when it is kind of more, it is like, yes, you're there to like do your best, whatever, but it is entertainment, and you are basically putting on a show.
Are you saying, I'm just taking a leap here. Are you saying that athletes have to accept the fact that, hey, man, there's going to be pressure on you, and that's part of the game? It's not just that you're competing, but the fans are a part of it, and you have to accept that pressure.
Yeah, like that's part of it. The pressure is part of it, and you're going to be judged for that. You know, it's going to be assumed that you're going to show up prepared, and if you don't show up prepared, like, yeah, that sucks. But then it's also like, I mean, you have eyes on you, and it's going to be shown through that.
I mean, that is basically, when you're a performer, that's what you're doing, right? So let's say you're like in theater, you're going up in front of the stage, and you're basically asking people to judge you. It's a crazy game.
Yeah, like
you're like, hey, come see my play. Here's a $20 ticket. I'm gonna do Shakespeare, and then you're gonna sit in the audience and you're gonna judge the fuck out of me, and that's what you paid the $20 for. Good or bad?
Yeah, and that's why I feel like for me, like my last 2 years, how they were kind of like whatever, they were okay. But the fact that if media people or whoever are saying like, "Oh yeah, she sucked out there," like I'm willing to accept that. Like, yeah, that's fine.
Hey,
I
I
don't
want
think that was my best.
to say that again. That
Like,
last part.
like I'm willing to accept that if the media, whoever is gonna go out and be like, "Oh, Abbie Domit was trash," like whatever at the games.
Like you accept that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you kind of have to. Let me play this video for you I saw the other day. I thought it was so good. This is from Jake Paul's Instagram account.
Okay.
You know who that is? The Paul brothers,
Yeah,
Jake
yeah.
and Logan. Okay, so check this out. They have a new series, I guess, or maybe it's old now on Cinemax. Let me see if I can rewind it to the beginning. Watch this. What he says. Okay, here we go.
This is a little erotic, bro. Like, if we're both in these, at what point do we go from being brothers to lovers?
Just saying, people love the Menendez Brothers show.
Oh, shut them.
Yeah, this is America.
Yeah.
The currency isn't being liked. The currency is attention.
The currency isn't being liked, it's attention.
Yeah.
And you as a performer, you have to be kind of like an alchemist, right? No matter what comes in, like Abigail shit the bed, like you can before it hits your, I don't know, soul, you can change it so it's all positive. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's easy, but like you see people doing it. Like Dallin's really good at it. Colton's really good at it. They just like before it hits them, they've changed it, or at least it looks like that on the outside.
Yeah, altering that perspective. Like something I was thinking about the other day. Like whenever I feel like when I look at this world we live in with like the attention and all that and social media, yada yada, and it's just kind of this constant just tunnel that you're chasing yourself through that's just nothingness, right? And it was like going back and forth between how much do you care about it and how much do you not care about it. But they're both kind of the same thing. Whether you care so much, it's just one is going to hurt you more than the other, basically. And I don't know. I just, whenever I was seeing the way like some people are really kind of putting themselves out there a little bit more on the internet or whatever, and because it's just a constant cycle, because you're never going to be satisfied no matter how much more whatever followers attention you get. And so you're just chasing that nothingness over and over and over again, and you're constantly deciding like, do I actually give a fuck about this or do I not?
Yeah. I like the way you say that you're chasing this nothingness. Yeah, it's a trip. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like I think it's good, but you have to understand that it is nothingness. That whatever game you're playing out there is like never going to fulfill you or make you happy.
No. Yeah, and I mean that's a lot of things in life, like because you're choosing what you're doing anyways, and you just have to decide how much value you're going to give it and what it's going to return to you now or later.
Like that handful of M&Ms you might want to eat before you go to bed. That's not going to bring you happiness, but yeah, I like the way you said that. Yeah. Sure. Hey, did you just sign with Tier?
No.
Oh.
I've been working with them for a little over a year.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Now a year. I like maybe in a week it'll be a year. But
and if I understand correctly, maybe I'm wrong about this too. They got rid of a lot of their athletes, but you're still there.
I think they're possibly gonna start doing some different stuff. Maybe like zeroing in more on specific people and putting more time into them. But we'll see how that looks over the next couple of years. So
when do you like the distractions or do you like to be focused? I was kind of tripping on that back and forth after I was thinking yesterday after what happened with the whole Danielle and Matt thing. I was like, man, what a distraction. And then part of me thought, for them, like he has to coach people and she has to get ready for the games. And then they're also just people, they're young men and women who have, heartbreaks and, love affairs. And I was thinking, at first I was like, oh, that's so fucked for both of them. But then another part of me was like, maybe it's good to be distracted a little bit.
Yeah, I think it can go both ways. I think like right now we're getting so close to that climax at the season, and sometimes it's nice to just have something kind of not be an obstacle, but feel a little bit something to just kind of glaze over everything and let you like just take your mind off of it for a while.
Yeah.
Even, as long as it's not like so much more stress, I guess. But
meaning like that this one's playing out in public and this one might be a little bit stressful because it involves heartbreak too.
Yeah. Yeah, like that might be a lot, but I don't know.
Do you remember the last time you had heartbreak?
Years ago. Yeah. I mean, I've been with Anton for a while, like 8 years. So, or going on 9 years. So it's been a while since I feel like I've had my heart broken.
Do you remember the first time?
Yes. But it wasn't with a person. It was more with the sport, I'd feel like.
Oh, what sport? Can you tell me the story?
So I started doing gymnastics in middle school, which is like, well, no, late 5th grade and then middle school. So I was like 11 or whatever, which is really late if you have high goals in that. But when I started, I was progressing really quickly. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like I want to go to the Olympics. Like I want to do all this stuff. And then eventually, like when I was 12, my coach basically sat me down and was just like, Abbie, you're 12 years old. You're not on the national team. Like that's not going to happen. And I remember that just like gutted me. And I was so sad. And then he's like, let's talk about college. And I was like, okay, well, we'll talk about college. But then I ended up having, all the injuries and moving away. And then I ended up not even doing gymnastics like more than like 3.5 years. So
did you go home and cry?
I don't remember. I just remember the feeling in the moment. I think that we were taking like a little break at the gym or something, like a snack break. And I think just in that moment was like, that was a moment where I cried.
Hey, should people tell people that?
Tell them what exactly?
Like from the coach's perspective, he was giving you a reality check. From the outside, I'm like, hey, he shit on your dreams.
Yeah, I think for stuff like that, yeah, because I mean, what do you like when it's so far fetched? I think, yeah, I wouldn't say that that's super wrong. I mean, if it's a little bit more closer in, like I don't know, we see that all the time with CrossFit athletes who, they want to go to the games and this and that. And I think in the beginning, anything's possible really, but there does come a point where I don't know, you have to start thinking about like where you're really putting your time and like, cause it's not just yourself and like the people around you who are making sacrifices and all that. And so you have to just be like, okay, what are we doing? Like, are we doing it or not? So
it's pretty far-fetched if you started CrossFit in 2020.
Yes.
It's pretty far-fetched to think that this would be your third year at the games after only starting in 2022. Also.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. I don't think that there's anyone who's done what you've done.
I feel like in the earlier years when it was a little bit easier to make the games, for sure. But the thing is, when I started, it wasn't like I started and I just like, I couldn't even do a pull-up, like I was like pretty fit. Like I was okay, I can like, go run. And they're like, okay, here's a toe to bar. Okay, do toe to bar. Like, oh, okay, those are easy. Like, oh, jump up and do a muscle up. Like, oh, okay, that's easy. Like I can do that. And it was more like everything else, which obviously takes so long and years to build, but it's not like somebody who starts and like, they're like, oh, I'm doing push-ups on my knees and you can't even pick up the barbell.
Here's the thing. This isn't the kind of sport where you can just work on one thing. So like This is why I think that the accusations of you doing steroids are so fucking absurd. You can't, like, someone can become a track and field athlete and then and let's say they're just a sprinter, and there's things that they can do every single day to get better, whether they're legal or not. You can just focus on that. But there's people who are fucking absolutely insane athletes, but there's so many aspects to CrossFit, from the double unders to the handstand walking to the being able to cycle super high rep pull-ups without blowing up, and being efficient on the negative as well as the positive, and the overhead squats and the shoulder position. It's just like, holy shit. Like, you had to have a lot of things come in line that had nothing to do with
each other.
They're like the skills that you had to overcome are crazy in that short period of time. And how old are you?
I'm 27. I'm like about to turn 28 though.
Yeah, some of those skills. I mean, like Tudor Magda was on here, and he's been handstand walking since he's been like, that's been like his favorite thing to do since he's a little kid.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's the thing, because it's so many different things that don't even like equate to each other in any way.
Yeah.
I'm like, that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I mean, you see people who, they'll flourish in the gymnastics or whatever if they did gymnastics for, the past 12 years of their life, like, of course. And then they'll struggle on other things. And then you see people come in and they're just like super strong, but they're not fast. And I don't know. It's such a strange sport because you have to be good at everything. But like, anytime if people are like asking me about it, I just say, oh, it's just everything. You literally do it. Anything you can think of, that's what you do. And so then when I'm like, oh, like you're outside, you're running, and then you did some push-ups, like, oh, you're doing CrossFit. That's what CrossFit is. Or like, oh, you're doing, I'm like, well, you're literally, that's what you're doing. And that's what we do.
What ethnicity are you?
So I'm white. I've taken a DNA test before, and it was like mostly like Northwest European, like 99.9%. And so
what is that, like Finnish and shit, like the Nordic countries?
There was like a small percentage of Finnish, a lot of like right on the German-French border.
Okay.
And like a mix of a bunch of stuff.
Do you ever see people like on TV or something and you're like, oh shit, those are my people?
Sometimes.
Like, you know what I mean? Like when we're bombing Iran, I'm like, oh fuck, like I'm Armenian. I'm like, those look like my people.
Yeah. No, I'd say like whenever we're watching like anything with like German people or even like Vikings, like my husband sees and he's like, oh yeah, that's you. Or
there you are.
There you are. But
you look good. What are all of the Germans the Vikings I always think of as wearing like all those like lines and straps and shit. And like as soon as you put something like that on and braid your hair, your husband's like, holy shit, we need to get a boat.
Yeah, he always wants me to wear those outfits. I'm like, okay.
Mr. Chang, will you go Super Saiyan 2 or 3 at the games?
Oh gosh, I'm doing internal Super Saiyan at the games. You won't see it this time. It'll be all like, I feel like at Mayhem, the part where the live stream like cut off for a bit. That was when it happened and they had to take it off.
These characters, depending on the color of their hair, is at the level they're performing. Is that the deal with these dudes?
I guess, yeah. I mean, I'm not sure what the blue means, but
people always say, hey, you can't say this, but like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna tell you my favorite look. I like it when you look like a freckly redhead. There's this picture of you with wearing a baseball cap walking down to the beach in a pair of jean shorts I saw today. I'm like, oh, that's my favorite Abigail. I like your hair blonde though, by the way. I do really like it.
That's why, as you can see.
Oh my God, this Abigail, look at this. Are you a redhead naturally? Look at your hair here. This is
it depends on the light. Like, let me see this. Oh wait, no.
You're like, that's not even me.
No. Okay, so this is how this whole thing kind of started. So before this point, I had never dyed my hair before, and I was always pretty against it.
Your red hair is your natural color sometimes. When I see it red, that's just the way the light hit it.
No, that color I had changed it.
Okay.
But like before when it's brown, like, I mean, sometimes when I've had people think that I have red hair when I'm like, what are you talking about? It depends on the light. I don't know. But no, this whole thing, it was like part of like, I was like, you know what? The only thing that was convincing me to change my hair was the fact that it's not permanent. Like if it was something that was like a permanent change or anything like that, then I was like totally against it. So I was like, well, I'll try it. And then as my hair started growing back, I wanted people to see that. And I wanted to be like, this is like real. Like that's the truth right there. I'm not going to like fix it, as some people would say. I mean, later, before the games, I'll probably like make it less like blocky and I'll blend it so that it can continue to grow out.
Yeah.
But that's something I've always been like super against, like, because I just don't like the unnaturalness of it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, now people can see the truth of like what's under.
The dark stuff under, that's you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then obviously as your hair gets longer, like everyone's hair, and you're in the sun, it gets lighter on the ends, and then you start seeing some, like, you know what I mean? Like my sons have some, no one would ever say they have red hair, but my wife has red hair, but they haven't had their hair cut in like 6 months, and now you can see in certain light, like you'll see a red strand in there.
Yeah, totally.
You'll see shit like that in you.
Yeah.
And
sure.
are you freckly or are you not freckly? I don't see a single freckle on you now, but when I close my eyes, I see you have freckles.
It depends. I mean, I got freckles on my nose. I don't think you can see them on the camera, just like here.
And if I saw your parents, are your parents genetically like gifted like you? Or they like look like powerful human beings like you?
My dad is like, he was always really fit and into fitness. My mom was too, but she had this really bad accident. She was in a rock slide when she was 12. And so half of her body is like, not like, things aren't the same size, like arms and stuff. And so like, I think that kind of made her want to hold back in certain things, but she still stayed fit for the most part. But I mean, my dad, like he would do like, whenever we would visit him when I was younger, and he would literally take us to like a track to like have fun, to hang out. He'd be like in his 50s and still like throwing backflips. And I was like, I'm gonna do that when I'm older, like be able to still do that.
I want to ask you about that track shit in a second. What happened to your mom in the rock slide?
She was with a couple of her cousins, and they were at a lake. And there's like a little cave, and it was made of I can't remember what,
shale or something, like really crumbly rock.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called, but two of the cousins went deeper in, and she was more on the edge, and it broke, and so they passed away, and she was the only survivor. But the half her
holy shit
messed up for a while. Yeah.
Wow.
That's very traumatic, and I was like, oh my gosh, Mom, like, but
holy shit, that happened when she was 12.
Yeah, when she was in 6th grade, when she was 12.
Oh my God, that'll change the whole trajectory of your life. Are you her firstborn?
No, third. There's 4 of us.
Is the first one crazy? Like, is your mom super protective of the first one?
Well,
has the first one been babied to death? Does he's like 30 and your mom still wipes his butt?
I mean, he is the only boy. So she's like, oh, that's my boy. That's my son. So sisters are kind of like, oh, like he's the favorite. But then my younger sister, she's also the baby. So like me and my older sister, we're the middle. So we just find our way kind of.
Yeah. Wow. And when you went to Mayhem, you knew you were going to win.
I knew I was for sure going to qualify. Like, it was just such a weird time. Like, everybody was just kind of like, we're here and it's early April. And like, I don't know. I mean, I was like, I'm going to qualify this weekend because I'm not going to do this again. I'm not going to go and do another one, you know? And then the next thing was like online. I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm doing online. Like, I'm not going to do that. So.
Whatever, I heard you talking about it, and with the podcast you did with Dave, I'm like, hey man, whatever she tapped into, like you were just certain. It reminded me of this guy Ilya Topuria who fights in the UFC. Like the day before the event, he had a celebration party that he already won. And when I heard you talking about the Mayhem event, I'm like, oh, she knew. And I go, wherever she was in her brain, I wonder if she can get there again before the games. Like, you're just like, it's matter of fact. I'm going there, I'm qualifying, and that's it.
Yeah, no, I feel really good about this year because I look at how I feel right now compared to last year or the year before. And like at this time in July last year, like I just felt horrible. Like every day you just felt like shit. But I just was like, well, I mean, that's training, right? Like that's kind of how it's supposed to be. And I just look at how everything's going this year and I'm just like, no, like I'm actually going to go in feeling good and like understand how to recover. Like obviously you're still pushing, like, yeah, your body hurts, whatever. But it's different from being so far past the point of recovery where like you could take a week of tapering and it's not going to do anything for you, you know?
Did you keep that mindset both days at Mayhem, or was there a little bit of a roller coaster at all? Was there ever times where you felt it like waning?
No, like every event, like as the event was going, and then like if it was like, oh, you know, I'm feeling a little tired, I'm like, well, I'm getting my games ticket this weekend, so, and it would just kind of flip things.
Did you plan that, or did you just stumble upon that mindset?
No, I mean, like I kind of just like that was just going in, you know, I was like, the weekend's gonna go well and things are gonna go good. I was thinking about like my dad back home because he's been having all these health issues. And then so if I ever felt like down on myself or anything, I would think of him and then I'd be like, I'll do it for him because he's my biggest fan. So
yeah. What's going on with him?
It's just a whole thing. We'll see. We'll see how it goes in a few months. But
is he gonna be okay?
He'll be good. I mean, he has cancer, so but we'll see.
When you said he used to take you to the track, was that he would just be like at home and he'd be like, okay, come on, kids, get in the car, and then he would just take you to the track and be like, okay, go run? Would he set cones out for you, or what was that like?
No, like maybe we'd bring like our rollerblades or something, or he'd wake us up like early in the morning and be like, I got Cliff Bars, and we'd eat a Cliff Bar and then go. Like, I don't know. It was just like the entertainment. Because at the time, like there was a time growing up where he lived in like South Carolina, or maybe he lived in Dallas, or maybe he lived somewhere else, and we'd go and then we'd go visit him for a week in the summer. And so we'd go and just we'd go to the track and we'd ride with him and he'd put the music up loud with the windows down. And like, this is where I get a lot of like my music inspiration from too, like just what he would listen to growing up. And then we would just be there, like, I don't know, just walk around in the grass, run around, put your roller skates on. Like it was like a playground, but it was a track.
And was he always into fitness? Like when you think of your dad, you're like, oh yeah, he was at the gym, or he was into fitness, or he was training.
Yeah. Like he's always been really into cycling. And so he like would always take his bike and just, he would like ride across Colorado or something with a friend,
shit.
You know? And so nowadays we try and keep him to still be on the bike or something, or we actually gave him a C2 bike to get his legs going.
Like going. It's amazing, right? You saw yesterday this drama unfold with Danielle. We know what happened to Alex's leg.
Yeah.
You're saying your father, you know, is you know, fighting cancer, and it's like, man, everyone's lives are just still going.
Yeah, like, and that's the thing we were talking about earlier with distractions. Like, I do think those can be good things. So I do think it kind of pulls you out of it. And then you remember, you're like, yeah, the world's still going. There's still so much happening. And like, you want to be super focused on what you're doing, but it's good to also remember, I don't know, everybody's going through shit. Everybody has their stuff that they're dealing with, and you have your people who are supporting you, and they're working hard to support you also. You know, like it's not easy for them to also show up for you, and they got to travel and they got to go and watch you and all that. And
Do you have any plans for the games in terms of media? Is Tier sending anyone to follow you? Like, do you have any plans for media at the games?
Not necessarily. I mean, I assume they'll have like their people out there, but I'm not totally sure. I don't want to be too tied to anything. I mean, whatever. I don't really care.
Okay, so Tier's not like sending. You don't know of like someone specifically who's going specifically to follow you at the games.
Not necessarily.
All right, I'm probing because we're bringing a team of 5. This will be our biggest behind the scenes team ever at the games this year. But we're looking like for like 4 or 5 people that like we can like more focus on than the broad. God, it'd be great to work closely with you.
Yeah, I'm down.
Are you drinking milk?
Yeah, it's morning and I'm hungry, so we're having a pizza party with some people after this, but I needed like a little snack.
Whole milk?
Yeah, it's whole milk. It's lactose free though. My husband doesn't do well with lactose, and I feel like I can like drink more of it like that. And so, but I'm good with lactose if it was. But yeah, whole milk.
Hey, thank you so much. Awesome catching up with you.
Thanks, Yvonne.
And see you here in a couple of weeks, man.
Yeah. Let me know.
All right.
See ya.
Bye. Ciao.
Bye.
Abigail Domit. Hi, Alex. Oh, holy cow.
I think I'm muted.
Dude, perspective is crazy.
Yeah. There you go.
I don't know if you caught that, but she said her dad's, we started talking about her dad, and she said her dad had cancer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And she was talking about like when she was at Mayhem that anytime she didn't want to push, she just thought about her dad.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just thinking, holy shit, like you put that in perspective to like what happened with Danielle yesterday and Torres, or like what happened to your leg. And it's like, I'm like, oh, I'll take a broken leg before my mom gets cancer. Or like, I'll have my wife cheat on me before my mom gets cancer. Like I wouldn't even like fucking think twice.
Yeah, no, that's terrifying. It's so scary.
Yeah, holy shit. How are you? Look at you. I appreciate you bringing the morning here. That's awesome. With the full,
yeah,
the full
I
main.
set my alarm at 7:20, and here we are. Yeah.
Are you still in bed?
Well, no, I'm not in bed anymore, but I was.
Okay. Oh, okay. You sleep in bed. Good.
Yeah. No, I'm doing good. I'm much, much better than I was last time we talked.
Your eyes look better, but they still look glossy. Are they good?
Yeah, they're fine. They're like.
Did you take a bong rip this morning or anything?
Absolutely not. No.
No. Okay.
They're fine. I actually, since I just woke up, I like almost pepper sprayed myself. I put peppermint oil on my face, and I think it got in my eyes.
That's like that Doc Spartan has a soap, and it's like peppermint soap, and I didn't know it, and I started like soaping my whole body with it, and like some parts of your body don't want peppermint on it.
No.
I'm like, that's no good.
No, so I think that's why that one's all red, but otherwise they're okay. They're much better.
How's your leg doing?
It's getting a lot better. I can walk on it now. I like kind of limp a little bit because it's still not working right, but the pain is like if it was at like a 7 or an 8, it's at like a 1 now. It only hurts if I like do something stupid.
Do you have a cast on it?
No, I had a splint for like a week, but I took it off, and then now I'm just freeballing it.
No, and did you get any your wrist slap for that or anything?
No, the fibula is a non-weight bearing bone, so it's actually not responsible for walking. So as long as I don't like have someone whack it again or something, I'll be all right.
What's it for then? It's for like it's rotating, some rotation thing.
To be honest, I have no clue. Maybe just support like the calf muscles and such.
Caleb's in the back laughing at us. I see him laughing.
Because we don't know what we're talking about.
I like the fact that you sounded so good. You're like, well, the fibula actually is not a weight-bearing bone.
Oh, here we go.
The fibula, a long, thin bone in the lower leg, primarily serves as an attachment site for muscles and ligaments contributing to ankle and leg stability. While it bears a small portion of the body weight, its main function is to provide support and structure to the lower leg and ankle, not to bear the brunt of weight. All right, like the tibia.
Okay, I feel like that was accurate. I feel like I described that
You
well.
nailed it. You nailed it.
Okay.
Yeah. Were you not supposed to take off your splint?
No, they didn't really. I mean, the ER gave me pretty loose instructions, but I saw an ortho the week after, and between him and my PT, they're pretty much like treat it like a high ankle sprain, and you treat it to tolerance. So you move, and if something is like, no, you don't do it.
So you have no running. You haven't done any running.
No.
No. And what's the furthest you've walked?
Actually, the past 2 days, I'm in town with my family, and um, just like trying to keep up with my brother and not be a lame couch potato. Like probably the past 2 days, I've walked quite a bit.
And do you take any like supplements? Like, are you like I'm just making this shit up, but like, do you take like calcium and shit, or double down on your milk, or is there like something
Uh,
you're eating to like that's supposed to make bone grow faster?
Actually, I kind of learned a little bit about this with when I had that bone bruise. Um, so like, yeah, you want a lot of foods that support like bone health, like you just said. Dr. Rocket told me to eat more kale, so I'm eating a little bit more kale. But I drink milk on the regular, so I didn't really have to make much changes.
And as you approach the day, you have a date that you're supposed to give your whether you're going, right?
Yeah, the 11th.
And as that approach, do you think about that every day, or is it something you're trying to push away, or?
Well, that's kind of when like, I think we talked about it a little bit. I've made my choice.
Mm.
Yeah.
Did you know? Have you known your choice since it happened?
No, when we spoke, like I actually started to really enjoy the idea of going with no pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had zero pressure on myself since my rookie season. So like the idea of going and like almost I want to say having a get out of jail free card, like if you get last, like it doesn't matter. And just like you work so hard for something. So I was hoping to at least get to like do what I could. But I think Justin and I talked, and I was expecting to be able to not be in full training by any means, but like walk properly by now. And like between I don't think it's actually the bone. The bone was healed when I got my last MRI. I didn't have a fracture anymore. Um but between like some of the muscle damage and I had some nerve trauma from the hematomas, um it's getting a lot better, but it just taking its time to regain like proper function, and I don't want to show up to the games not having squatted or ran and get hurt, because it's one thing to do events at the games, it's one thing to survive all weekend at the games.
So, uh, meaning, it's the sheer like you have to be conditioned for the volume.
Yeah, like you have to you can do well on the first day of the games, but if you haven't trained for the games, like day 2, day 3 comes and you're either gonna get hurt or you're just not gonna be having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what does that mean when you say you have nerve trauma? How do you sense that like when you walk around?
Yes. So I could like flip my feet and show you. It's actually so much better. So you're gonna be like, what are you talking about? But for like when I took the splint off and stuff, it was still really swollen. So I didn't really think much of anything. But as the swelling went down, I still couldn't like move my ankle at all like this or like sideways, like at all. And so when the swelling went down, I was like, that's kind of weird. Like I figured it was just blocked from all the fluid. And we found out kind of there's a nerve, your peripheral nerve, I think, and it runs down where your fibula is. But I had those two hematomas that I saw in the MRI that were huge, and they were pressing on that nerve. So the doc thinks it might have just like, I don't, for lack of a better term, like put it to sleep for a little bit or like messed with it. It's not severed or anything where like you have to worry about it eventually healing. Like it's gonna heal. It's just taking its time, but I'm just now I'm starting to have a little bit of dorsiflexion. Um, but all the muscles on my like shin are just still really knotted up, and I've started like actual PT the past week or so now that I can do things. So it's just like getting all that going again.
Are those yellow things there? Are those those? Oh, so those are the nerves.
Yeah, so it comes down on the left. Yeah, those ones.
So you're saying you couldn't do this, but now you can do some of this.
Yeah, so before I couldn't even like I would like tell my foot to like move and it wouldn't. It would just like stay there. Now like if you compare the two, oops, the mirror thing throws me off. Now if you compare the two, like my good foot can go like here and my bad foot can go like halfway. So it's actually starting to move. It's just still a little bit like the
And this
signal is muted.
okay, and it doesn't wanna do this at all right now.
Yeah, so when you go like out,
Oh,
but my PT was able to activate that. It's called a newbie. It's like a almost like a TENS unit, but like a PT version. And she puts it on and then she has a glove and like the glove carries like the electric current. And she was able to like get it to go that way. So that's good news. Like the nerves there, just it could even be the pressure still of like the muscles that are like a little swollen. Um, but I feel a lot better knowing it's gonna get better. There was a couple days where I was like, "Oh my gosh," because it was so like a scary feeling.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like being parties paralyzed.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and so you have some heartbreak now.
Yeah, I texted Caroline maybe a week ago now when I like kind of just knew in my gut that it wasn't gonna happen, and
That
I
was
feel
nice
like
of you. That's really nice of you.
oh, I mean that was like one of my priorities when it happened, just to keep her in direct communication because I want her to have her flowers too, you know. Um, but yeah, I feel like just little things twist the knife. Like I got the email yesterday, like, declare your coach. Like you have this date you need to declare your coach, and then like just things that like you start to see and you're like, man, like it's not happening.
And by the game, so the games are a month away, and then probably by the games you will be significantly better, but you just
Hmm.
won't be in game shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And like I was okay to do the games not in shape. Like I knew that was gonna be the reality, but I'm not willing to do the games if I haven't even touched
Yeah.
like a third of the volume because I don't want to get hurt. There's a lot of years to do the games and I want to be there for those.
How old are you again, Alex?
23. I'll be 24 at the games. It'll be my birthday.
Yeah, that's crazy. And you are at a good age where healing
Oh
your
wait, no,
body's
I'm lying. How old am I? I'm 23.
23. Okay. Hey, it happens to me
Sorry.
all the time. All
It
the
shouldn't
time.
happen to me. I was born in August 2001. I'm 23. And yeah.
It's early. These are tough questions.
Yeah.
Um, and did the decision, did you remember where you were when you like could see the decision in your head?
Um, no, I think it just was kind of one of those like once once I realized like the nerve thing and the hematomas and like that it wasn't just the bone that needed to heal and there was just a lot of like other little things going on. I think just like the reality like slowly set in. Um, and like Justin from the get-go was pretty much like, I don't think we should probably do it. Like, and he had a different perspective that I didn't really think of, which definitely makes sense. Like, he was like, right now you're like cool with going out there and getting last place, and like you think you're cool with that, but you're gonna go out there, and if you get last place, like you're gonna hate it and it's gonna
Yeah.
suck. And
Yeah.
like, I appreciate that perspective. Like, even training now, like the things I'm starting to do, like I'm like, fuck, like I spent 4 years like building this up and like 3 weeks you feel obviously it will come back fast and like I know that,
Right.
but just like the reality of how quick it goes is crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. Okay, so we have confirmation on your age.
Thanks, Jake.
And so what will you do? Will you end up texting Dave or calling Dave? Like how does that work?
Yeah, I'll actually probably just send him an email today since I'm talking to you now and just let him know. Because the other thing too is even if I was like, I don't care if I'm like, if I was a David Goggins and I was like, I'm gonna go, they actually sent me an email. I had to be medically cleared by my date as well. and I don't know if a doctor would actually clear me for the games. I'm sure I could find like a friend,
Right.
but like the email was like the doctor needs to understand the demands of the games and what that looks like. And I don't know if that'd be an option either.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people think that you're the only one who could have challenged Tia this year, and this might be her last year. Do you ever think about that? That like, oh shit, this is my last chance to fucking get at her.
Um, Tia, like I wish I had like that, like anyone's fair game, but Tia just has like I don't want to say she's broken us mentally because I know like there's some events where like I can hang with her. Like there's obviously she's been beaten in some events. Like I understand that, but as a whole athlete, like I don't know, she's crazy. Like just how far ahead she is of everyone else. It's wild. So yeah, of course, like it's always fun to like see where you can like get a few punches in and
Yeah.
but I'm not under the illusion that I would have beat her. Like I unless she lost a lot of her fitness hierarching, but I don't think so. I think she's gonna show up to the games. I think she's gonna show up to the games and whoop everyone by like 300 points. Like I think it's gonna be crazy.
As you go through this, you know, um, your life truly is like, you know, how people say like every second of your life, the previous part of your life was to live in that moment. Like you were made to live in the moment that you're in, but yours is
Mhm.
like really in a tangible, in a superficial way. I don't mean that in a negative way.
Yeah.
I mean it like in a like in a really your whole life was made to, you know, go to Albany and compete. And then now you have to postpone it a year. Um, does what's important for you, for the people around you? Like, do you like to talk about it? Do you not like to talk about it? Do you like people to say it's okay? Like, what's the best way to deal with Alex? Like when someone's going through something like this.
Yeah, I feel like we kind of gone through the roller coaster. Like the first week, I feel like a lot of the closest people around me, like my husband, Justin, like their way of caring is like you need to be doing all the things, like go to PT, like do all this stuff. And like in their perspective, it's like they know that I'll be at my happiest when I'm like healed. So they want to like do everything to get me there, which I totally understand. But like I also was like, I want to feel like a person, like ask me how I'm doing kind of thing, not just
Yeah.
if I did all my exercises or whatever.
Right. Right.
So it's been a bit of a whirlwind. Like I think my needs kind of change. Sometimes I want to look at Jake and just cry and like have him let me be upset. And then sometimes like it's nice to have people talk you down and like assure you it's going to be okay. And I think now I'm in a much like more level headspace. Obviously, I have moments like there the knife's twisted or there's salt on the wound, but um, like you said, perspective's kind of crazy. I'm like glad we're here, and it is just a leg. It's not like surgery. It's not anything else, and so yeah, I'm like it comes and goes, but I'm okay.
Have any of your other like aches and pains or as you're resting, how's your body reacting as you're not putting it through the daily intensity? What are you experiencing? Are you like sore or do you get stiff or like are you noticing your body like healing faster? Like what are you going through as a person who's like
Yeah,
trained so hard and then all of a sudden been like relaxing
yeah,
more? I mean, obviously I can see from your Instagram you're still training, but obviously not at the
yeah,
intensity.
yeah. Definitely get sore a lot easier. Like
Mm.
I did my first, I'd say like no, I've been doing high intensity, but like yesterday I did my first workout with like a lot of CrossFitty movements. Like I did dumbbell snatches, toes to bar, like a kettlebell box squat, and toes to bar. So like all together, like CrossFitty, and I'm really sore. um, so yeah, sore. I've been sleeping a lot better, like
Mm.
just from not having so much stress and training going on. Um, which is great. Like in high peak season of training, like I have a hard time falling asleep or staying asleep, and lately it's been really good. So
Oh, that's
that's
awesome.
nice. And yeah, just not feeling so tired. Like normally after training, you don't want to go hang out, or like if you do, you want to just sit around and um, like I just have a lot more energy to hang out and be a person. So that's cool.
Since you do have so many years left, it really does seem crazy to risk getting injured to
Yeah.
force the year. I mean,
Yeah.
it seems like, and then before you know it, you're gonna blink and the games will have come and gone. And you'll already be training for next year.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the perspective. And when you brought up Tia, it's funny because like before she confirmed if she was going or not, I was like, if she doesn't go, I think I'm gonna be a little bit more like sad than if she did. Because
Oh,
I think if
yeah.
she didn't go, it was like, man, like that spot was open and like I truly believed like I could have been there. So
Yeah.
I think I'm actually glad Tia's there, to be honest.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Will you go to the game still?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go and be around in whatever capacity that looks like. Like I'm sure Tier I'll go to their booth for a bit and yeah, I just want to hang out, cheer everybody else on, and hug babies, high five people.
I wonder if has anyone mentioned to you about demo team?
Demo team, you got to work. Like they put you to
Oh,
work.
Dave could have you on the demo team and just have you be like the honorary. I bet you he would love to have Alex hanging out.
I could ask him, but yeah, from what I know, the demo
Yeah.
team works real hard.
Yeah, it sounds like this year they're more prepared than they've ever been from what I'm gleaning, and that the demo
Okay.
team is going to have but there have been other people on demo teams before who are just like, like you could be the mom of the team, or even though you're too young to be the mom.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'll ask him. I mean, I definitely want to be involved as much as I can. That way I'm not just sitting there twiddling my thumbs thinking of what could have been.
What did you end up finding? Any news about the accident? Like, did the guy have insurance and now you're going to get $10 million and you're going to be rich as fuck?
No, I don't think we're gonna get $10 million at all. But Jake actually knows more than I do. I think about the insurance side of stuff. I think they found he actually ended up having something, if I'm correct. But I don't know if
Because
it
it
was.
looked really bad at first. I was being sarcastic.
Yeah.
I mean, the stuff that they found in this guy's car,
Yeah.
it was like basically a pharmacy. It was a meth lab and a pharmacy
Yeah.
and a liquor store all in one.
Yeah, I've been kind of more just interested if there's any like legal stuff on his end.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been trying to kind of keep track of that, but I haven't seen anything. Yeah, it's weird because of like HIPAA, we can't know like everything that went down in like the hospital with him, like if there was a seizure, if there wasn't, like we can't know those things because of HIPAA. But I'm sure in the legal side of things, stuff will come out. Want to hear something kind of crazy? I went to go get a nerve test, or I wanted to get one to know like how good or bad my nerve was, and 2 offices declined me because I was in an open auto case and they didn't want to deal with it.
Uh, w- w- uh,
Like they just were like, "Were you in an accident?" I was like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Okay, we can't see you." And then
what?
I called another office and the same thing happened. It was wild.
And do you know why?
I chat GPT'd it because I was so confused and they just were like, it's our policy. Chat GPT said either financially they don't want to wait on all the settlements to come through to get paid from like in like your health insurance or anything.
Yeah.
Or B, the doctors don't want to risk having to get like subpoenaed into a court case if whatever practice they do influences the case.
Have you heard that before, Caleb? No.
I was flabbergasted. Like me and Justin were both like, "What?" Like crazy.
Hey, let me tell you a story real quick. I'm glad I thought of this. So, my wife was crossing the street and a car ran the light and hit her. And she almost had to have her leg amputated. It was really fucking bad. And her whole life was working. She was a yoga instructor full time, traveled all over the world taking yoga classes. Like it was her life, right? And so there was her insurance paid. So my wife had insurance, health insurance, right? And this lady had car insurance, right? So the settlement comes through, and then she gets these papers in the mail from the insurance company, and it says sign these and send them back. And so she didn't sign them, and she sent them to her lawyer, and her lawyer's like, "Oh God, don't sign these." And what the paper said was that whatever my wife gets in the settlement, that pays her insurance bills. So the insurance company, and then my wife had to that lawyer ended up saying, having to threaten to sue the insurance company if they didn't leave my wife alone. But even though my wife paid insurance, they wanted the settlement to pay for my wife's fucking injuries.
Dude, insurance is like you have to have it, but it's like
Yeah.
the biggest scam.
Yeah, it's crazy. So be careful of any papers anyone asks you to sign or anything they send
Yeah.
you. Like the money grab is crazy. Because whatever happened, like if you've been paying insurance or if you have insurance and everyone's paying their insurance, their money's supposed to go to you.
Yeah, I'm
That's the
so
whole reason why you
thankful.
pay it.
I didn't have insurance literally until like January, and
Oh,
I
good
like was
timing.
like, I'll just buy like a catastrophic plan. Like I'm an athlete, like I could break my wrist and have to have surgery. Like I'll just get like the accident plan.
Yeah.
And when everything went down, I was like, oh my gosh, like thank God. Because especially if it ends up being that he's like not insured and all that, like
Yeah.
at least we have my health insurance to take the brute. But yeah, it's crazy because if you don't have it, you're really screwed. And if you do have it, they find a way to screw you
Right.
again.
Right. Right. You
Yeah.
know, it was when this happened to you, it was good for me to see because it was in a sense because it was a good reality check, all the moving pieces. So, you know, your husband Jake, who obviously on one hand, you're his primary concern, the vehicle you were hit in is his house 6 months of the year, and he has
Mhm.
to work. And
Mhm.
like you guys are fucking real people. So,
Yeah.
like, it's not like you're just coasting through life and rolling into the gym. Like, you have bills to pay. You're not sure if you can afford insurance. Your husband's fucking house that he supports the family with got fucking destroyed in the accident. So I stayed. I was because you guys weren't from that area and I knew someone down there. I talked with
Mhm.
Jake to try to find someone so he could tow his house somewhere and start working it to rebuild it because his
Yeah.
busiest 6 months of his work season were coming up where he had to live in the car out on the field. And I'm just like, holy fuck, this guy is having to manage his care for his wife and fucking like put his house back together and his car, and it's his family business, so he's his pressure from his family. Meanwhile, his wife is going through like this crazy traumatic psychological process, and I was like, holy shit, this is like, it's not like everything's gonna be okay. A helicopter took Gazan there, that she's gonna be in Beverly Hills chilling on the beach until next year. It's like, no, it's like
Yeah.
your
No,
lives have
thank
so
you
many
for
fucking moving pieces.
thanks for helping Jake out with that. He really appreciated the
I mean,
connection.
that Mike Artunian guy really did the work.
Yeah, he was really nice.
That guy's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's crazy. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I'm removed from Jake right now, so like it's hard for me to register all that he's going through.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
his
and it's not
truck's
like he can just be like, "Okay," he can't call his employer and be like, "My wife's been injured, I'm taking a month off, someone to fill my place." It's not like that.
Yeah, I mean, his dad's been super cool about letting him like come for the weekends and like see me. Or like when it first happened, he took a little bit extra time off. But his parents are also going through a hard time. Like his mom has cancer, and so like if he
Oh,
leaves,
shit.
his dad has to run the crew when his dad could be spending time with Nikki. So like Jake wants to be there to help support them so they can have that time together. And yeah, it's a hot mess express over here in Gazan land.
What's a typical day for you like? Like, what will you do today?
Well, I'm back home. I flew to Oregon for the 4th to be with my family. I think I'm gonna go to class. I've been really enjoying like going to a CrossFit class and just like change what I can and then get your workout in there. My
So
brother
you
wants
just
to go
go
to
to
the.
the affiliate and just jump into a class and then just
Mhm.
scale around the leg?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. That was fun. We did hot shot 19. I did like box squats instead of air squats
And
but
there's running in that too, isn't there?
yeah, I just did the bike erg.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
a hard workout.
My version didn't feel that hard, but
Oh.
that's because I couldn't do all the things that made it hard. No, so I'll go to like class, and then today my brother wants to go to the pool, so we'll probably do that. Um, when I'm here, I kind of just play it by ear based off my family, but at home, gym, PT, uh, hang out with the dogs, hang out with friends, all that stuff.
Cool. Um,
Yeah.
when you let me did you yesterday some pretty wild shit happened when we were live on the show. Matt Torres made this post showing that it made it seem like he was dating Danielle, and he went to Danielle's house and she had another guy over there. And I know you used to train with Danielle, and I know that it seemed like that when she trained there was some chaos there. Do you have any reflections on that? You're like, oh shit, the chaos continues.
That's none of my business.
All right.
That's
all right.
I don't know. Like, I'm not involved with either of them on a day-to-day basis.
Okay.
So.
Do me a favor. When you see Justin and you talk to him, do an audio recording, because I'm sure you guys are having some crazy conversations about it. Like, holy shit.
No,
And then
I think
send me the audio file and I'll put it on YouTube.
No. I think everyone has crazy stuff going on behind closed doors, but I don't really want to be in between any of that. And I don't know anything to put my 2 cents in. So I think that social media is wild. I'll just say that.
Yeah. How shit unfold. It was crazy how it unfolded in real time. I just know that you're familiar with the chaos that is DBE, and it's pretty wild.
Yeah. I'll just say I don't know what their story is. I'm sure they were chaos together, and that's what happens. So I don't know. Me and her are actually good. Like, we're at comps, we're friendly, and I don't want to mess with that.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, no.
Thank you for bringing your smile and your hair and your vulnerability. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I'll see y'all at the games, not on the floor, but at the games. If you need any help with the camera, I can scoot around.
Awesome. You'll be walking then, right? Or do you have one of those things where you put your knee on it and you skate around?
I was kidding. No, I'll be walking.
Okay.
I actually could never use the scooter because my shin was all banged up, so I couldn't like rest it on the pad. So I had to do like crutches.
All right. Well, I look forward to see you walking around.
Thank you. All right. Bye, Savon.
All right. Bye, Alex. Holy shit. Does everyone have cancer?
Yeah, pretty much.
Holy.
Sad. Very sad.
Oh boy. Okay. Olivia, yep.
Nice profile picture.
Dang.
Damn. That's nice.
She kind of looks like my aunt there. I haven't that's crazy. She dyed her. Is that a new picture or old picture? She dyed her hair. Didn't she used to have black hair?
I don't know. She looks like mommy.
Such a likable young lady rooting for the Gazans. I was tripping on a couple things that dude's name is Gooch. Gooch got the cooch.
Yeah.
And I was tripping on how Torres knew what the guy's name was.
Why are you tripping about that?
Like, how would he know that? Like, how would he know? Like, if I rolled up to my chick's house and there was a car there, I wouldn't know. I don't think I would know whose it is. I mean, that means they were running. That means they were running in the same circles, right? That means he knew the guy. And that means the guy knew him.
Yeah.
Like, hey, like you probably Gooch. You probably shouldn't be. You definitely should not be banging someone else's chick.
No, but also you're Matt Torres, and you probably know just about every athlete, like mid-level and above.
I was thinking this too. I was thinking when Hooper got caught banging his assistant, remember that, and his wife's best friend.
Boy, do I.
And I remember my stance was like his wife shouldn't have gone public with it because they have a kid and they're married, and he had the world championships coming up.
Yeah, fucked up stance, but it's fine.
Okay. And then I was thinking, like, do I think that Torres shouldn't have done that because he knows Danielle's he shouldn't have caused that chaos in Danielle's life because she's like, a couple weeks out from competing for the world championships. am I consistent on that? And then I started like justifying it. Well, they're not married. They don't have kids. I don't know. I just didn't know. I was just kind of running it through my processor. Like what's my like stance on that?
I don't know why, but I see them different. I see those two instances differently.
Okay, me too.
Tell
me why. Help a brother out.
I'm not sure. I see what Torres did as like silly and immature and stupid because they're not married or like they're not like a thing from our perspective.
Is the man allowed to do that too? Like, are there different rules for the sexes, or is the girl allowed to do that? But the man shouldn't really do the run to social media.
I think so. I think there's rules for the sexes. I think if you're a dude, you shut the fuck up and deal with it. You handle your business. But if you're a woman, like, I'll give you a pass because they're all nuts.
I was also trying to remember the last time I in the 6th grade, my girlfriend Rochelle Ritchie broke up with me. I'll never forget. It was after school.
Oh, you dated a Rochelle too?
And she's like, I want to break up with you. And like when she told me that, I pretended like yeah, I agree, I like it, I'm done with you too. But then I went home and I remember we had this green couch and we had this room in my house that like your kids, no one's allowed to go in. As like a oriental rug and a piano and like a nice couch and like a nice coffee table. And it's like only if there's people over and you sip coffee in that room. And I went in that room and just was on the couch, just bawling my eyes out with my head in my mom's lap. I was in the 6th grade. Just fucking.
Yeah, that shit's tough, dude.
6th grade. Just devastated.
Yeah. It's sad.
I didn't put it on Instagram.
Oh, really? That's a fucking trip.
But
I don't think you shouldn't be airing out your business like that on social media.
I mean, I tell you what, if my wife was cheating on me, I sure as fuck wouldn't talk about it on this podcast.
Fuck no, dude.
No.
Absolutely not.
So David Weed could tell me what a cuck I am.
Yeah, dude. Fucking learn some discretion.
No, David would be so compassionate with me. I bet you he would call me and be like, dude,
like,
it's okay.
Oh, yeah, this happened to me too when I was a 22-year-old man. Whatever, dude.
Someone blamed Spin for posting it. Oh, there's a funny I had a good exchange. I had a good one-liner in there.
On that post?
Yeah, Hopper said something like, I like the way you used to, the news you used to do. And I said, yeah, this is what happens when the sport becomes professional.
I missed the old barbell spin news, to be honest. Which was what? Posting people's scores? Nobody fucking cares about that.
I think the thing is like, I also see what Jason's saying. Jason's a gentle soul. You know what I mean? And he's also like, you don't think so? He's like a child. He's a gentle soul.
Okay, yeah, he's a child. That's
yeah, and I think he feels empathy and he sees what's happening to Matt and to Danielle, and I think it hurts him. So he doesn't like to see it in public. And so do you know what I mean? Like, I think he's empathizing with it, being like, no, I don't think Hopper's not a douche. He's just very he's like Blippy. You know what I mean? He's just young. He's very young at heart.
Blippy, I thought, was like a war veteran.
No, I'm not saying he's retarded. Yeah, he has childlike qualities. Like he's a child, master about blah. Anyway, so I get his perspective. He doesn't want like that stuff. Like, you know, maybe people run it through different processors. Like some people see Danielle and Matt, when they see what happens, it's their parents. Some people, you know what I mean? Their parents who cheat on each other. Some people see, oh my God, like they imagine themselves as Torres. I mean, everyone's like, there's a little bit of empathy even in the biggest scumbags on the planet, right? So everyone's processing it through like, what if it happened to me? What if that was me? What if Derek Chauvin had his knee on my neck? You know what I mean?
He just asked, dude. I punched him right in the face.
Yeah. What's crazy, and it won't come public for a few years, but it is the same thing that I was trying to allude to. It's the same thing that happened with Brooke Wells and her burpee, her burpee workout, and how that came to light. I know this is gonna be a tough one to connect without revealing too much, but when you know the behind the scenes, it's even 1,000 times crazier than what like is being said publicly. Like,
For sure.
like, just remember all the people who are the most concerned and doing the most virtue signaling and the most compassionate forward. In a couple of years, when the whole stories come out around this situation and that situation, you'll be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't even.
It's cannibalism.
Yeah, it's crazy. So just remember that there's like,
it's like the tip of the iceberg. Like you're seeing like 10% of what's going on.
Yeah. The real fucking crazy shit hasn't even become public yet. Around the Brooke Wells chest touching the ground and this whole thing. Like when you know the whole story, you'll be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's when you'll be like, Bernie Gannon, good morning, buddy. God, I love your comments. Torres never should have entered that type of relationship with one of his athletes. I don't know about that. Dude, you only live once, dude.
No. You got to draw that line, dog. You have to draw that line.
Do I need to pull up her bathing suit video again?
No.
Fraternization, is not conducive to best training or a relationship. But maybe you're right, but dude, sometimes you just got it when you're at the fair. You gotta eat cotton candy. Just sometimes. It's a coach's responsibility to keep the limits.
I think you just need to be happy to be in the presence of something like that. You're in a museum.
Oh, wow. Don't reach into the case and shoot the relic gun from 1750.
Don't do that. That relic,
wow, never... that's really good, dude. You fucked me up there. That's a great... I can see that. You may want to reach into the glass case and touch the shit at the museum, but don't. It's not going to work out well.
No, you're just a curator.
You may find out that the gun you thought was real is fake. It really isn't Billy the Kid's. You grab it and it's plastic. Or you might break it, or you might shoot yourself, or wow. Don't run your fingers across the Mona Lisa to feel the ridges in the paint.
No. Don't touch the smile to see if it's actually smiling or not.
Yeah, zoo could work too, Bob.
Yeah. Same.
Every once in a while, someone gets eaten, falls into the panda or the gorilla exhibit. But God, dude. Hey, it's like you ever go to a bakery and you see something behind the case and like you're a kid, and like you see it when you're 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and the whole time you're like, holy shit, who buys this? I would love to eat one of these. My parents never going to get me one. And then one day you get it and it's just horrible. It tastes like chalk.
Yeah, it's like old, or it's just been sitting there in the case all day or something, or like overnight.
Or it just it's not as good as like you thought it was going to be. All those colors and sprinkles and shit. The bread underneath is crap. It's like I hate frosting on cakes.
Yeah.
It's on the top and it's like, dude, you just ruined this cake. How about just a glass of milk and get a fork? I don't need 3 inches of frosting, but it looks insane.
Right.
Like cupcakes. Danielle Brandon maybe it was like a cupcake. I don't like cupcakes. It's like
you just scrape the fucking frosting off. It's useless.
Yeah. Yes, cupcake's stupid. What a stupid use of calories. Yeah. Yeah, what it is interesting why it is interesting. Like the just the details of the narrative. Were they really dating? Does he think they were dating? Did she think they were dating? Was he being punished? Was she creating chaos? Just all the how does he know the gooch? How is there a guy banging Danielle that's called the gooch?
It's fucked up.
The gooch. The gooch railed the cooch. Oh, I love macaroons. Oh my goodness. Macaroons are the ones with coconut.
Yeah,
Those are the ones that are shaped like this.
they're like little burgers.
They're like,
Yeah, they're like
and
little.
they're skinny on
baked.
the end. Yeah, I like those.
Wait, what?
Moist
Skinny
macaroons
on
are
Skinny on
around the edges. Jesus, Rambler. Is Rambler putting it to this chick? Is that what's going on? All of a sudden, Rambler's like,
Maybe is Rambler Gooch? Are you talking about these?
no.
Oh, these are macaroons.
No. The ones on the far left. See the coconut macaroons? Oh, and
These?
yeah, those are macaroons. Although that's
Oh,
that's not the kind that I'll show you the kind that I like.
these are good. I fuck with these.
You fuck with what? Those hamburger looking things? Oh shit, you're right. When I typed in macaroons, it brought up all those things. Maybe I don't know what macaroons are. What are those things that they sell at Starbucks at the front desk and they're shaped like someone took a flying saucer and pulled it long.
Oh fuck.
Biscotti? It's like oblong. No, it's like oblong. And it's not behind the counter. I don't know. I thought that was a macaroon. Maybe
croissants?
No, Armenian. They're small still. Armenian macaroon. Armenian macaroni? No, Armenian macaroon.
Let's see. How about a scone?
No, not biscotti. Not scone. It must be a macaroon.
I'm looking at the
Starbucks menu right now. For people who've been in the storm too, like Alex and Kotler have just sat down over a cup of coffee and been like, holy shit, the storm continues. Or like, can you imagine Fee and Dallin and James probably got on a FaceTime call and we're like,
yeah,
holy fuck.
They watched the show yesterday and after it was over, they called each other and like, what the fuck? Dude, we got the bullet.
Yeah. And like Dallin's wife and James's wife and like people who women who have men around her are like, holy fuck.
That's what you've been dealing with?
She like Dallin's wife looks at him like this now.
These?
Yeah. What are those called? Oh, Madeline's. That's what those are called? I would have never guessed that. Oh, yeah, those are insane. I thought those were macaroons.
I guess not. I guess they're Madeline's.
Yeah, I fuck with Madeline.
Little seashells.
Yeah, those are crazy. Are those ethnic food? Think of those as ethnic.
I don't know.
You can talk. You can do a whole podcast with fucking 500 live listeners, and just talking about cookies. If you sprinkle in some Danielle Brandon, fucking
talk about boobs every once in a while, and you get plenty of people to watch.
I was at tennis the other day, and one of the parents was talking to me, and seriously, he was talking to me for like 5 minutes straight, just downloading on me. I was like, hey, dude. And normally I just say this shit on the podcast, but I'm like, hey, dude. I gave him the lecture. Like, hey, dude, you better sprinkle in some shit, some violence or sex or tits or like, I can't do this, dude. Like, he just locked in on me. He's like, he looked at me like I was crazy.
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. And then he broke and started laughing. He probably told his wife. His wife's going to tell my wife, your husband's a pervert.
Most of your stories are pretty boring anyway. You gotta change it up a little bit. Give us something.
Fucking details. The details people give me. I regret 80. I don't know if it's I'm getting cold or old, but I hesitate to ask anyone any questions outside of the show because I don't want to hear people's stories because I don't want us to get lost. I don't want people to start telling me the details.
Then you get sucked into like an hour-long conversation.
Yeah, like where do you get that? Where do you get that cleaner for yoga mats? And they're like, you go to Walmart. Let me tell you, I have a favorite parking spot at Walmart. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? You fucking kidding me? And it goes into a story about their favorite parking spot at Walmart. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I don't need that shit.
No.
My dad
it's everywhere. I'm super. He does.
Yeah. Last night we went to Lowe's and he was just like, he just started asking people random questions. I'm like, please stop. Please stop.
Oh, what do you mean, like the employees and shit?
Yeah. It's like, oh, what happened to Marco? And the guy's like, oh, he's not here anymore. He's like, oh, what happened? Why is he not here anymore? Like, he was giving everybody an employee discount. Like, oh, really? We love Marco. Marco was the best. We had a guy I was like, please shut the fuck up.
Like, let's get what were we getting at Lowe's?
Drywall.
Oh, for the Shadigan?
No, he's doing a project at his own house.
Oh.
But they got a new house too, so he's building up his wood shop.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's building a wood shop so that he can help build the Shadigan.
Yeah, exactly. I asked him to make shelves for me, so I think that it's on the to-do list.
I went to lunch yesterday, early lunch. Probably like noon.
What's an early lunch for you?
Like noon.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't have breakfast, so it was kind of cool. Or late breakfast. Anyway, we went to this Mexican joint I always go to with Greg, and I met Dave there. And Dave brought this dude from the IDF there. And I had a fucking blast talking to the dude.
Really?
Yeah, I really enjoyed talking to him. But it was a little weird because he was telling me that all Muslims aren't bad. And I was like, yeah, I understand. Yeah. God, I have so much fun. I have so much fun going there.
Yeah, that's cool.
I have so much fun going there. Anyway, so oh yeah, you can see my spicy margarita, my Topo Chico.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I only have 2. Fuck, my arms are getting huge. Look at that elbow on me.
Nice.
Yeah. I need to start my cutting phase for the game soon.
Are you gonna go back to what you normally do and not eat for 3 days and then?
I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm trying to like get really strong. I'm probably the fittest I've been in 2 years. I'm trying to get really strong and shit right now and like fit. But then I don't want my shirt sticking to me in Albany, like around my gun. You know what I mean? Like when I'm doing like some shots, like I don't want it like sticking to like a roll or something.
Yeah.
I gotta like figure out a way. Either I gotta wear a larger shirt, gotta like borrow one of Bryson's shirts, or go back to that photo. I think I'm wearing my Jesus shirt.
It looks like it.
Your kids are right. You look chubby. My kids don't say I look chubby. My kids say I'm fat.
There's a difference.
Yeah, my kids say I'm fat. Dude, I'm like, for me, I'm big and strong right now. It's great. Holy shit. You guys want to hear a crazy story? Listen, you fucking idiots. Yesterday, I'll go back to that other story I was going to tell you about the IDF guy and Muslims in a second. Yesterday, someone sends a fucking text, a DM to the fucking Sevon podcast account. First of all, I don't have access to that. Like anything you say there, I don't see. I've never had access to that account. So someone sends a text there and goes, hey, thanks for being cool to Danielle. Taylor's a fucking asshole. And so the one of the people who runs the account wrote back, you're a fucking he goes, thanks for being cool. He was like sucking me off, telling me how cool I am, and everyone else on the show is a dick. Do not bring
you want me to read it?
No.
I can read it. Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
All right.
No.
All right.
There's one thing in there that should not be read.
Yeah, that's why I sent it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So anyway, so someone, there's like 5 people who run that account, who have access to that account, and one of them responds like, "Hey, you're a fucking asshole," and the guy went from like telling me how great and nice I am and how much he likes me and what an asshole Taylor is to when the person who runs the account told him to fuck off, they just went straight nuclear on me. They're like, shut the fuck up, you old fuck. That's why you got fired from CrossFit. They went from liking me to when someone told them to shut the fuck up to like, I'm an old fuck and that's why I got fired from CrossFit.
World-class piece of shit.
And then I went to this dude's fucking account.
Yeah.
And the dude is a roided up homosexual.
I think he's been a suppressed homosexual. So he's on TRT.
Yes.
He's not letting everybody know that he's gay.
What's his name? Yes. He's so gay. And he's old. Oh, here he is. Here he is. I found him. This guy.
I showed my mom a picture of this guy and I was like, what do you think of this guy? And she goes, he's gay.
Yeah.
No prompting whatsoever. Gay.
Like, bro. You can't be like, you like me. I tell you to shut the fuck up. And then all of a sudden I'm an old piece of shit. And no wonder I got fired from CrossFit. It's like,
yeah. Go fuck yourself.
I cannot believe. And let me tell you something, dude. If I shaved as short as you, I'd look 20 years younger than you and I wouldn't look gay. Your eyes look like you haven't fucking slept in a month, homeboy. That's all the steroids and poppers. And Jesus Christ, could you put one more thing on your wrist? And you weren't even talking to me. Well, there's some other. I mean, look at how gay this dude looks.
Yeah, that dude chugs dick.
Like, hey, dude, you got some pent up shit. I mean, Jesus criminy, dude. I think your only comeback is yeah, so what if I'm gay? I think that's got to be your comeback.
He fucking sucks.
For crying out loud. Lay off the TRT, dude. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Here he is.
Also, what do you think's going to happen when you DM?
This is on May 31st, he was getting railed in San Francisco. Powerbomb.
For sure.
Come on, dude. Jesus Christ.
When you message the podcast account talking shit about people on the podcast, what do you think's going to happen? Oh, yeah, dude. We agree. That guy fucking sucks.
Yeah, listen, if you think Taylor's an asshole, keep it to yourself. Yeah, like I'm not.
Tell him.
Yeah, tell him.
Go send that DM to him.
Yeah. Good point.
Fucking retarded.
Hey,
asshole.
one of my qualities, good or bad, is I swim pretty close to the pack. Like my friends are my friends. And it's pretty hard to get in between me and someone else. It's like really hard. I have a super high threshold for shit, that kind of shit. But for my friends, like I accept people once we're close. And like I'm not gonna tolerate you like texting me and like what kind of fucking crazy manipulation is that? You're really cool. Your buddy Taylor's a dick. Okay, well fuck you.
Nothing you say now matters.
Yeah. We know Taylor's an asshole. No one needs to tell us. Yeah. Thank you. I don't know if that worked, but he totally looks like a power bottom. Yeah.
For sure.
Hey, those kind of people suck. You know what I mean? Like you get like.
You never know what you're going to get from that person.
Like your wife's like, you're a good driver. And then you're like, yeah, well, that's the reason why you think that is because you're a shitty driver. And your wife's like, fuck you.
Right. Dude, fucking chill.
Hey, I think that there's probably a lot of gay dudes who want to defend Danielle. Like she seems like she would be a gay dude magnet.
Oh, there's like 700,000 people that want to defend Danielle.
Right, but don't you think she's a gay dude magnet?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Power bitches, like just gay dudes just fucking gravitate to them. Faggot magnet.
It's the only way to get close to hot chicks.
Someone should get her. That should be. She should have a shirt that says "faggot magnet," and it's a rainbow colored magnet on her shirt. Faggot magnet. Listen, as simple as that is, you guys have never heard that before. That's I'm like Kanye. I'm like a rapper.
That's fucking good. That's so good.
Jesus Christ, my mom.
She telling you stories about the origin of her office desk?
Okay, so this story is too. I don't know. I don't know where to. My mom. I fell asleep on my. I finished working out yesterday. It was a pretty easy workout. I did 10 calories on the assault bike, like as hard as I could. Not as hard as I could, but I kept 80 RPMs, and then I did 50 air squats. I did 15 air squats. I did 7 rounds of that, right?
Okay.
So hard on the assault bike to where like my legs were jello, then 15 air squats. And I just took my time and chilled. Like I was in no rush, but I wanted to get in some, like, trick myself into getting some hard pumps on the assault bike. And I never ride 80 RPMs. So I did 7 rounds of that. Then I went straight to 7 rounds of the same thing again, but 10 push-ups. And then I went to the same thing again, 7 rounds with 5 strict chest to bar pull-ups, unbroken. So just dead hang, explode. So 21. So I finished that, and I went in my bedroom, and I took off my clothes, and I laid on my bedroom floor, and I fell asleep. I just fell asleep on the floor.
Nice.
I just laid down for a second and fell asleep. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And my phone rings. I know, I can't remember. I haven't fallen asleep on the floor in fucking 10 years since I had the flu. And
yeah, it hurts me.
So my mom calls me. I hear my phone ringing, and I missed the call, and I call her back, and I'm like, hello? And she's like, hey, can I come over? I want to show you something that I got from Best Buy to help Ari with his drumming. I'm like, no, I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping. And she's like, are you okay? You sound out of it. I'm like, Mom, I was sleeping. I called you back, like in case you had a stroke or you needed, like you called me, so you're my mom.
You fell
back. Yeah. The fuck you mean I sound out of it? So then this morning she sends me a text. I'm not sure she's like, well, I'm going to come over. I'm like, no, you can't. I'm like, any other time. I'm sleeping. Like, and now I'm going to Greg's. It was like 6:30 at night. So she texts me now, and she's like, I'm not sure if you recall any portion of our conversation from yesterday.
Wow, really?
Yeah. I'm right back to her. Who is this? No, I wasn't high. I don't smoke weed. Do you know when you take a nap? You know when you take a nap in the middle of the day and you wake up and it feels like you're jet lagged?
Yes. And
you know
have
that
no idea what time it is, what day it is.
Yeah, I was like that. It was like I was jet lagged.
You're fucked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure if you recollect anything.
Yeah.
That's so
but she's telling me while I'm telling her I'm asleep, she's like, are you out? You sound out of it. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm trying not to wake up all the fucking way. I don't say this to her. So that as soon as I get off the phone, I can go back to sleep. You know what I mean? Like, when you go take a piss in the middle of the night and you don't open your eyes?
Yes.
You're just like.
I keep one eye closed, when squinting, so I still have night vision.
Yeah. You're like, I'm just going to piss, and then I'm actually going to start to try to fall asleep like 2 seconds before I hit the bed. You're already falling. It's like taking a shit knowing you're pulling your pants off and you let it start cresting your butthole. It's like that. Like, you're just timing everything perfect. I don't know why I get so defensive, but like, you don't know if I recall any portion of our conversation. What the fuck you mean? I recall you telling me I was out of it.
Are you drunk? In the middle of the day?
She bought my son a Lenovo tablet.
What is that going to do?
Do you know what a Lenovo tablet is? It was on sale at Best Buy for $129. So I have this thing. I never buy anything unless it's the most expensive and the best. I'd rather just not have anything.
Lenovo?
Yeah, they're the ones, I think they make Chromebooks. I think it runs whatever the Google Chromebook does. Anyway, and she got it for my son so that he can watch his drum videos from his drumming instructor on it and do his drumming, Ari.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I think she got that Tab 1. No, she got the Tab M11. Anyway, she wants to come over and have me set it up. I don't touch droid shit. I'm afraid it'll give me AIDS.
I feel like I'm gonna want to do gay butt sex now.
She recaps. Devon, I'm not sure you recall any portion of our conversation from yesterday since I woke you up from your sleep. Sorry about that. She's recapping our whole conversation from yesterday. Can I come over? You can always come over. That's it. She said, "Can I come over before you get busy?" I'm just right back. You can always come over.
Except for last night when I was.
I love you, comma. You are my mom. That's it. The fuck. Lenovo. I bet you that dude who told me I'm old and he knows why I got fired from HQ uses a Lenovo.
He probably still has like a Samsung Galaxy 9 or something.
Roy, dude.
Yeah.
What is this? Accuses. Wow. At least we don't have. I mean, look at all these things coming in. NFL player recently accused for sexual assault. Some baseball player indicted for fraud. Bill Belichick.
Oh yeah, the Bauer thing. Have you heard that story?
Is that the one where the chick tricked him into like beating her and then tried to get $50 million? He was a great pitcher, right?
Yeah, he's a really good pitcher, and she was like she.
Oh shit! She got indicted for fraud.
Yes.
Dude, she destroyed his career.
Yeah. Well, he won the case. And like she was reported to like give back like or pay like 10 million or something like that, something crazy.
This poor guy. This story is so sad.
He still plays in like in the Mexican league or something now.
Is he a hero there?
Yeah, he's really good. Like he plays really well, and he's very emotional, and he brings a lot of excitement to the games. So hopefully he can get back in the majors. It'd be really cool to watch him.
And then Bill Belichick is just, hey, whenever I see him with that chick, all I wonder is if she blows him. I don't know.
I don't know either. She's hot.
Yeah, how do they have an article about this with no picture of her?
What? I don't even know her name. Jordan Hudson.
It once seemed improbable that the most compelling figure of college football offseason would be Bill Belichick's 24-year-old girlfriend. Oh, he's not even a pro coach? I thought he coached the pros. Yeah.
Yeah, he's an NFL coach.
Oh, then why is it
he just transferred to college, I think.
When Belichick was 71, of late, though, she's become an obsession. Belichick is arguably the greatest coach in the history of the sport, winner of 6 Super Bowls, leading the New England Patriots. His jump to college ranks in the University of North Carolina.
Yeah, that's right.
Currently, though, the focus is on Hudson, who takes an active role in managing Belichick's affairs. Is this recent? I thought this all passed. Oh, this is back in May. All right, old story. Never mind. I think he kicked her to the curb.
Dude, look at this picture. This is crazy. Bill Belichick with a fishing pole, and then her dressed as a mermaid in the surf. This is fucking disastrous.
He got some pussy. He got some tuna.
It's so good.
What is this? Is Chad Mueller a guy? Does that guy work for the Morning Chalk Up?
I thought he worked for Brian.
He wrote in the Barbell Spin comments, "Oh wow, kudos on reporting a leak of a community workout 2 days before they released it. Glad I follow this account."
Huh.
Is that supposed to be like facetious or?
Yeah. It seems like it.
That he must have had his feelings hurt. I wonder if he works for the World Fitness Project and he was in charge of keeping the workout secret. He sounds butthurt. I think I remember that dude from the games. I was wondering. He seems like a really nice guy, except for the fact he worked with Brian and he wore a morning chalk up shirt.
Oh, did you know CrossFit did this? You know how
Holy shit! Spin already has Alex Gazan withdraws up.
I mean, that happened like 45 minutes ago.
Oh, more than a comp. Oh, that's cool. They fucked James on that poster. Go to that 2025 poster. Come on, guys.
How are you gonna have Tia up in the top and then fucking Roman Krennikov, who has done fucking nothing?
Come on, guys.
You're gonna put James Sprague as an itty bitty little head.
Come on, guys.
Down here.
Hey, I'd love to see someone remake that based on followers on Instagram.
Well,
Oh, I see Lexi Neely. She's coming on the show. See her down there in the front row?
Where?
Between Hopper and Jay Crouch.
Oh,
let's
right
go
here?
through and see if we can name them all. Go start on the top. Let's see.
Okay. Tia, Roman,
yeah,
Dallin,
yeah,
Harry Lightfoot, maybe.
No, that's the guy from South America, Clement or something. I think.
Okay.
He hangs out with Enola Kai. Maybe he's from Spain. What's that guy's name? Does anyone know?
No clue.
Anyway, okay, go on.
Monica Greer. No clue.
Ariel wait. That's Lucy.
Is that a Lucy?
That's a Lucy.
Campbell?
No, I think it's a McGonagall.
McGonagall. Okay. No idea who this is.
No fucking idea. Is that Bjorgvin Carl Gudmundsson?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. I think
Calum. Clark says Calum. Yeah, Kalen Clements.
That's this guy?
Yeah, that's a crazy look. Doesn't he look like he's in like some movie from the South and he just killed someone? Like
he's
hung a black dude or something?
He's like No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, that's a crazy photo of him.
Fee, James, Alex, Harry, Lightfoot.
Harry, yep.
Sydney McLishan.
Yeah.
This is Jay Crouch's girl.
Maddie Sturt.
This is that fucking German guy, right?
Oh, the strong dude.
No, he's not German.
Something Baryshnikov.
Yeah, Baryshnikov probably.
Something cough. He coughs.
Okay. Yonakovsky.
He's been on the show. Byron McGill.
Braun.
Nice.
Thank you. Yeah,
nice. Braun, a sloth. I knew it was a sloth. But no one has said who this guy is. How come no one's telling us who this guy is next to Lucy McGonagall?
This guy right here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think Bjorgvin qualified for the games, did he? Isaac Newman. Isaac Newman. Oh shit! I don't even know who that is. That sucks.
Isaac Newman. Okay.
You ever heard of that name?
No clue who that guy is.
Okay.
Amy Kringle, Justin.
Wait, how about Yonakovsky? Did you say him?
Yeah, Yonakovsky.
Okay.
Amy, Olivia, Justin, James, Jeff, Tudor, Ariel.
Did you say Fee?
Fee, yep.
Okay.
Jorge Fernandez.
Yep.
Haley. I forget this chick's name.
Emily DeRoy.
Emily
yeah.
DeRoy.
Oh, DeRoy, yeah.
I don't know who this is.
Hold on.
That is she. She's American, isn't she?
Is that Lucy Campbell?
No.
Fuck, who is that? Toby Buckland. There's a guy named Toby Buckland. That's who that is up by Ariel.
This guy, Toby Buckland. Huh.
Oh, he says Scottish. Okay, didn't know who he was. Okay, who is that next to DeRoy?
This chick?
Yeah, let's go with oh no, Lucy's in the middle in the white. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Who is
that's
that?
that's the other Lucy in the middle.
Oh shit, there's a bunch coming up that I don't know. Does
Oh,
no one know who that is? That girl next to DeRoy? Okay, we'll come back to her.
Ty
Oh,
Jenkins.
Jennifer Muir. Wow, nice job. I knew
Jennifer
Patrick
Muir.
would come through.
Okay, nice.
Okay, I've heard that name.
Ty Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Ibarra.
Uh-huh.
This dude's from Training Think Tank. I don't know his name. He's a rookie this year. I know that.
Hey, they did that dude so dirty. He's got his fucking eyes closed.
He is a very handsome dude. He's like
He is?
shredded. He's like a Hollister model.
Oh, is that Enrico Zanoni? No.
No.
Oh, that's Toby Buckland.
Oh. That guy?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I know who the Asian chick is. I'm so proud.
Who is
So
it? Is
fucking
that
proud.
Dwan Young?
Oh, if it is, I don't know who it is. I was gonna say Sun Young Choi.
Oh, maybe. Toby Buckland, you're right. Yeah, that guy with the closed eyes is Toby Buckland.
Oh,
There's
okay.
the other Lucy.
Okay.
I don't know who this blonde chick is.
I'm gonna guess she has a Doter in her name. Yeah, who the fuck is that? That's not Haley Adams, is it? No.
No, Haley's over here by Jorge. This is probably a Brazilian chick. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, they did her dirty too. She looks like she fucking has the same thing that Hiller has going on with his eyes. What the fuck is her name? Hey, do you think when Hiller looks in the mirror, you know, like when people look in the mirror, they make faces, like women will be like, you think when Hiller looks in the ear, his eyes go symmetrical for a second? Like he pops them both open. So, and then when he looks away, one starts drooping.
Like he becomes aware of it, so his eyes can. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah,
Probably
like
not.
maybe he's never seen it. Hiller has great eyes. Yeah,
Hmm.
he has a great droopy eye and a great regular eye. I agree.
Christina Levadakis. That's the blonde, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay.
Whatever the fuck that is.
Live that kiss. Live that kiss. Okay.
Asian chick, Brazilian, no idea. No idea who that guy is.
Wait, which guy? I can't see your arrow.
This one.
Yeah, I don't know who that is either. I don't even know which continent he's from.
He looks European.
Okay.
This guy, no clue. This is Lydia Fish.
Oh, that's the Iranian guy.
Oh, this is really?
I mean, look at his beard, dude.
Good point. Lydia Fish.
That's Lydia Fish.
Yeah, they fucked up her picture too.
Her head looks like it's about to explode.
Yeah,
she's adorable, and they made her look like a juice monkey.
She must have just had Taco Bell. She's about to shit her brains out.
All right. Oh yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Hatfield. DBE.
God, I wish I had that definition on my chest that she has.
Well.
Peter Ellis.
Is that who that guy is?
Yeah. I only know because it says L, and I know Peter Ellis. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. Oh,
Gracie
Walton.
Gracie Walton.
Gracie.
Candy Mountain Charlie. Abbie Domit.
That outfit she wore the last time she was on the podcast and the framing was crazy.
Yeah. That was pretty wild. I don't know who this guy is.
I do. Hold on.
And
Something Souza. Something Souza.
Oh, Miron. Isn't it Miron de Souza?
Not de Souza. It's something Souza. He's cool as shit.
Okay. Souza.
Kalen
Oh,
Souza.
Kalen Souza.
Here's Jamie Hagai is going at the games again. Holy shit. I didn't know
wow.
that.
Nice. I thought she was like 40.
She is, but I guess she qualified.
Cool. I don't know who this chick is. Could be a
That's
dude.
like, oh, I do. It's the girl from Europe who is the graphic designer who has arthritis and shit.
What?
Is that her?
I don't know.
Or did she not do the open? What's that girl's name?
The one who has arthritis? Saria Mayha?
Oh, that's her?
Oh.
Oh, that's not who I thought it was. Wait, which one's Saria Maha? The Asian one that looks like Jamie Hagaya, or
I think it's this purple top. The one directly to the left of Colton.
dude, look at that shadow under her jaw. The one in the purple next to Colton.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't think I have that shadow under my jaw.
Oh, he's talking about Fuliano. That's not Fuliano, huh? It kind of looks like her, though.
Maybe.
All right, thank you. All right.
Colton, still don't know who that chick. Well, somebody said who that was. I don't know who this guy is. Haley.
That's that. I'm gonna go with Enrico Zanoni for that one.
Okay. Brooke.
Look at that fucking neck vein on Brooke.
That's crazy.
Okay, Ricky. Sorry, go on.
Alexis. No idea who that is.
What? Where do you think she qualified out of? Asia? Oh, Menza is the Hagaya. Okay.
Menza. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
who the fuck is that? That chick looks Samoan.
Mariana Meza.
Oh, all right.
Mexican, maybe. Hattie Canyo. Lexi Neely, Jason Hopper, Moritz Feibig, Bill, Jay Crouch.
Where's Bill? Oh shit!
That's another.
Look at
this
Bill
is so
down
lame.
there.
These are so lame, dude.
Look at Bill down there just chilling. I didn't even see those people.
And then who is this? Who's fucking doing the handstand walk here?
Did we see Kerstetter yet?
Yeah, she's up here next to Justin.
Oh, okay. Nick Matthew and then Jack Rosemar over on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that on the far right? Oh shit, that must be Gazan on her hands. That's Gazan.
Oh yeah, maybe, probably.
Oh shit, there is a black dude in the games this year. I was making a joke that there wasn't a black dude. Well, who's that?
No clue.
Oh, Claudia Gluck on the far end.
Oh.
Who's below Claudia Gluck? Who's that dude?
He's Brazilian.
He's Brazilian. Oh shit, that's awesome. All right.
Wow.
There's still a couple people in there. I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
There you go. There's our games promotion.
There you go. That's all you get for $20.
I love Gracie's. Look at Gracie, how proud she looks in that picture.
Yeah, that's a good picture of her.
Yeah. She's just like, what? Who wants some? Me.
Me, I guess.
All right. Hey, the timing yesterday on that was pretty crazy too. Like we were looking at that video of Danielle in the bathing suit where she's like, "Hey, this isn't a thirst trap."
Yeah.
Some of the gay guys on the show outed themselves by saying she's not attractive.
I'm just a girl.
And then 20 minutes later, right before poor Hollis was about to get fucking ass slammed by Taylor.
That dude got lucky. I don't know who the fuck that is, but he got lucky.
He's a friend of mine. I don't want to see him get his fucking anus prolapsed, but it can happen to anyone. And then fucking Torres live streamed. Hey, he should have just live streamed. Look, you guys have my number. Hey, dude, how crazy. Think of how crazy it would have been if he would have. I could have sent him a link and Danielle a link, and they both came on live, and he was outside the house and she was inside the house.
That would have been so good. And you just see Danielle standing on her porch just yelling at Torres live while he sits in his car. It'd be like all those arguments you see in trailer parks. It would have been so good.
You see the gooch just back there just fucking dabbing his cock with toilet paper.
Fuck, that's funny.
No, they were in the sauna. Oh yeah, and she's like, she throws a pair of Rad shoes at him. That would be awesome. That would be a great commercial for Rad. Someone said that Gooch has been hitting it for a couple weeks, and that his friends were telling him that he better stop. It's like, what are you talking about?
He's just trying to get his until it gets gone.
What sucks is I think that dude might end up with his heart getting broken too. But I mean, everything like that's not why you don't do stuff. You know what I mean? Like I think Torres needs to sit down with like a journal and like be like, hey, would I have rather have tapped that or not and have a broken heart or not tapped it and have an intact heart? I think a broken heart only leads to better things. Although that was a pretty strong line he said about you should not trusting people. Always trust people. Listen, broken hearts are great. One of my friends told me the other day that she has this guy that she sees and she's proposed to him that they do stuck porn. My wife's never asked me if I want to do stuck porn.
She's never asked you to role play something before?
No.
Huh.
Never get any. I've never been cast as anything.
You've just been the editor.
Yeah. Sevi, did HQ ever do a behind the scenes of an adaptive athlete?
Yeah, didn't they do one of Kevin Ogar?
Oh yeah, we did. There was a movie on Kevin Ogar that Carrie Peterson made that was really good. You know, if I was gonna do one, I would do that dude in the wheelchair, Michael Egan. Is that his name? Their dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Army soldier.
Yeah, Michael. I always. Maybe I have his name wrong. What's his? What he was in the army.
Yeah.
How come his name won't pop up? Maybe it's just Mike.
It's Mike Egan.
Mike Egan.
Yeah, here we go. I got it.
Yeah, this dude's Instagram account is cool as shit. I think he was on the show one time. We got halfway through the interview and we lost connection. My power went out or his shit went out. Is there audio on this I could hear?
Yeah, you want to.
Press across, we're gonna set up security. Ready? Yeah, good, go. Go. Hey, 2 at a time across this open area, all right? You want to mix it up 2 or 3, smoke, you'll be in charge to send the rest across. We're going to set up security. Ready?
God, that looks stressful. Fuck.
Yeah, for real.
I meant like behind the scenes for the games, but the adaptive games. I don't know. Yeah, that's a Patrick Clark question. Ask him. Maybe he knows that kind of stuff. I don't know. I wonder what his favorite crayon is. Man, I don't miss those days. All right. Time to go in the yard. What is today? Oh, let me see. Who do we have tomorrow? Dude, the shows are about to get wild. Although today was pretty wild. Tomorrow. Holy shit. Tomorrow's Fee Sagafi. So tomorrow, I need to write some notes here. Tomorrow, I'm going to ask Fee. We're going to talk about firing Dave. The 3 topics are going to be firing Dave. There's one more. 2 more. Her video with Hiller, being vulnerable in her video with Hiller.
Mm-hmm.
And Danielle Brandon and her coach, Matt Torres.
Okay. Should be a good day.
Yeah. Oh, good timing. No, yesterday was good time. I mean, like, you know how Hiller doesn't believe in coincidences? How does he explain yesterday?
Just freaking luck, dude.
Does he think that I knew in advance before I brought up her video in her bathing suit and we were talking about her? Does he think that I knew that Torres was going to post that? Like, does he think like that was all like contrived? Like Matt's like, okay, listen, I'm going to send you a link to this after this. Like this, like, I mean, if you watch yesterday's show, I bet you it seems like it like, seems surreal.
It felt surreal. I couldn't believe it when I saw it.
Even my wife loved yesterday's shit show, and she doesn't follow any of this. Yeah, listen, if you want there to be happiness in your life, this is the place to be. This is the show of happiness and love. Patrick Clark. It was Miss Kaplan. She planned it to deflect from Pete, her, and Metfix. Fuck. Wow. Wow. QAnon. 8chan. 12chan.
Oh shit. That's crazy.
Which topic do you think she wants to talk about the least? Dave, Daniel Brandon, or Hiller? No, she knows. She's ready. I'm telling you. If he's gone to another level, she's transcendent now. She's gonna like it. Josh Lehrman, it was a gift from God, aren't they all? Oh boy, there's an update coming tomorrow morning. Okay, and then after Fee tomorrow, then Kerstetter's on Tuesday with Ariel Lowen. That's gonna be fun. Also, all these are gonna be intense for me. Then we have poet Max Stossel on. Oh, you know who's coming on Thursday? You guys are gonna like this.
Sousa's on in 30 minutes as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good. Thank you for telling me that. He's supposed to be on right now, and I fucked his shit up.
Probably.
Sorry, Sousa. I'm getting off. This guy is coming on Thursday.
So one of my favorite stories is in a mother's womb were two babies, and one turns to the other and says, "Do you believe in life after delivery?" And the other replies, "Why, of course, there has to be something after delivery. Maybe we're here to prepare ourselves for what will be later." "Nonsense," said the first. "There's no life after delivery. What kind of life would that be?" "I don't know," said the second, "but there'll be more light than here. Maybe we'll walk with our legs and eat with our mouths. Maybe we'll have other senses we can't understand now." First goes, "That's ridiculous. Walking is impossible, and eating with our mouths, that's absurd. The umbilical cord is what scientifically supplies nutrition and all that we need, but it's far too short. Life after delivery is to be logically excluded." And the second says, "What if it's just different than it is here? Maybe we don't need that physical cord anymore." The first goes, "Okay, if there were life after delivery, then tell me, why has no one ever come back from there? Delivery is the end of life, and in the after delivery is nothing but darkness and silence and oblivion. It takes us nowhere." And the second says, "But certainly we'll meet Mother, and she'll take care of us." The first goes, "Mother? You actually believe in Mother? If Mother exists, where is she now?" And the second goes, "She's all around us. We are of her. It is in her that we live. Without her, this world would not and could not exist." And the first says, "I don't see her. It's only logical that she's not here." To which the second replied, "Sometimes, when you're in silence and you really listen, you can perceive her presence. You can hear her loving voice calling down from above." And it's actually that story, a version of it, is the opening to the show. And the show explores all sorts of different ideas of life and life after delivery and death and psychedelia and a lot about my relationship with my own mother. I'm really, really proud of this show. And yeah, I really hope that you'll come see it.
Holy shit, this guy's a genius. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was good.
Be honest.
It was interesting.
Oh.
Never thought of it that way.
I almost started crying.
Oh.
Did you almost cry?
No.
No. Oh, I have the wrong crowd. For crying out loud. He's a complete dick. Is he a trans man? Sevon, please. Oh my God. I can't. What is wrong with you guys? What?
We just don't have an appreciation for the arts like you do, Sevon.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go masturbate. Love you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's who? Wait, tomorrow's Fee?
Tomorrow's Fee.
Fee, yeah. Thank you to Abigail Domit. Fantastic. Miss Gazan, fantastic. Supporting cast. Thank you, everyone. Love you guys. Stevie's lib is showing. Jeez Louise. Bye-bye.